So this is going to be my newest purchase. We're just going to finalize the paperwork later today. You can see it's got a turbo, and it's a diesel, and it's got a hydraulic pump with the clutch there. It's got a new alternator, a new air conditioning pump. The injectors were done about 2 years ago. It has just over 500,000 kilometers. It's like 350 or 80,000 kilometers, something like that. You got the two batteries. They were just changed before the winter. It is a write-off, and it's got, So there's one thing I'm not a big fan of. It's the paint job, but is what it is. If I could have extra time, I would paint it white or do a vinyl wrap, a white one, and then put my company logo on the side. It is 4x4. This thing is loose at the bottom where the bolt goes in, so that'll have to be, I was thinking put a piece in with a nut to kind of, so I have something to tighten down to, because it's good except for where the bolt screws in. And the tires are about a winter old. And so it is a write-off, and it's a write-off from right there. But I'll go around first and show you the other side. So that side's clean. So it may have a bent frame, but the reason why I would say that is because this is a 1/2 inch closer to the cab than the other side. It's got aluminum wrecker. The auto lift. All the hydraulics work, but after the accident it does have a leak somewhere around there. But before, my buddy changed the hydraulic line there. So if you twisted it or whatever, it could kind of undo. So that could be what it's done. The dollies aren't here right now. Me and him are still going to have to work a deal for that, or I'll have to get another one. So this is what it got written off for. So for me to get it back on the road, I will need a body integrity, and they'll check around the vehicle, make sure it's all to spec, and then check the frame. So, sorry about that. My other phone is going. So it's out about that much. So about an inch. So this thing can, if I can get somewhere to hold on to, so you can pull it. But I might have to change this piece, cut this out, get the spool welder for my Lincoln MigPack 140 or whatever, and then cut this thing out. The guy said he'd be alright with me cutting it, so cut this out, and then replace this piece, and then weld this to it. Maybe replace this piece. I may be able to get away with just welding it, but if I replaced it, it would look a little better too, but nobody's really going to notice. So after I give this a little pull, I was thinking I would take my other truck and back it up here and give this a little yank and see what happens, because it's too big to go on my buddy's frame machine. So that's about where I'm at. So we'll finalize the paperwork later today. I do want to start it up for you guys. Let's see. Here, I'll put this. Sorry, I didn't have any holder out here, or I would have this ready. How about this? I'll do another video where I start it up and I run it for a minute or so. It needs an oil change. It's a little bit low on oil, but it's been sitting for a little over a month. This is not my thing, but it is what it is. The truck is pretty well maintained. The transmission was done a few years ago, so hopefully that holds up. And then I may have to hammer out this dent for the body integrity because I do a 3D scan of the vehicle. So it's got a light where it's been pushed up, but that's not too bad. And then hammer that out. And yeah. Alright, thanks for watching. And yeah, the driver's seat's been changed to a newer model, which I kind of like because I've got rear-ended in my Ranger one time and I had the seat like this and sitting right against the glass. And the guy was doing like 70 kilometers an hour. And I was at a dead stop and my head smashed the back window. And that didn't feel too good. So this one has the higher headrest. So I kind of like that. Even if it's not the proper seat, I like that it's got the bigger headrest. So in case I do get plowed in the back, because that's what happened with this one, right? And in our winters, that's kind of bound to happen. But the guy that nailed me, he did it in the middle of summer and just was not paying attention. And this was before cell phones were really prevalent. All right, thanks for watching.